so that we can work with you to see that we live the life that God designed for all of us and not cut it short because of the challenges that we are going through. Remember, everybody goes through challenges. All of us go through challenges, so you're not unique. And by the way, if we share our challenges, you will realize that yours is perhaps not a big challenge. It's one of those minor things that you can actually handle. All right. Having said those remarks, I formally welcome you to the Technical University and recognize the presence of the CEO of the National Youth Council, Ms. Gloria Wawira. Let's clap for her. And I know she has won the first round. The second round is coming. And we will go down with you and test your capacity to go down. All right. So we welcome you. We also want to welcome other guests who are here with us, including Ms. Wairimu Wawelu from National Youth Council. I don't know whether she's there. Yes. And also, of course, thank you for those claps. Thank you very much. And also, Viridiana Wasike from GAF. Please just stand so that we appreciate you. She's very, very active. And one thing I can assure the rest of us is that this is a team of very young people. You will see them here, although they have big titles. But who says young people cannot get big titles? They can still get big titles, and we wish you well. And I'm very, very happy, actually, very excited about National Youth Council, because the people working in the National Youth Council are young people that have worked with us. We've taught them here. Some come from my village, like the MC here is my son. So those people who kept asking, Prof, where unakuangaje, this is one of them. And I have 4 others in the village. They are well taken care of, they speak well, they are smart, able-bodied, so you can rely on them. So with those three remarks, I want to take this chance to invite our moderator, Ms. Viridiana Wasike from GAF, to please come to the podium so that you can lead the next session. Let's clap for her as she's coming.
DJ, I need a song and a dance as I go out. Nani ana dance na mimi? Wacha tulie.
Alright, welcome.
Hey, vijana. Good afternoon. How are you? Are you hungry? Why are we here? Why are we here? Yeah? One person. Why are we here? Hapa ni mbali sana, nishuke chini. Ama hapa niko sawa? Niko sawa, niongeleanga. Good afternoon. My name is Viridiana Wasike. I'm the Director of Fund Management Services at the National Government Affirmative Action Fund. That is within the Ministry of Gender and the State Department for Gender and Affirmative Action. Now, this afternoon, I bring the energy to the young people. Me, I thought when we come to campus, this campus activation, it's the young people who will bring the energy to the old people. Who can guess my age? I have a gift. Yvonne, I have something. I have a gift. Who can guess my age? Yeah? 25. Who can guess my age? Who can guess my age? 43 close. Who can guess my age? You guys know. 45 close. 41. About. No. imepita ikipita ikienda, because none of you guess my age. I am around 40s thereabouts. But you see the kind of energy I bring to the room. Of elimination of violence against women and girls. And it ends on the International Day of Human Rights. But why are we doing this? Has any of you seen someone being beaten? Has any of you seen someone being beaten? Wow, oh, okay, yes, good. Hey, this is a very safe institution and safe homes. You've never seen someone being beaten. Has any of you seen someone being abused? Yes. The reason as to why we are here to have a genuine conversation. And to say enough is enough. Who has Who has seen, even on social, someone who has been killed by a partner? Good, we have seen. So today, who has seen someone being cut, their hands? It was in the recent news. I just want us to have exact conversation. Who has seen someone being cut, maimed, and all that? Anyone here in this institution? Yes. That is what we are here to talk about. To talk about the violence that we see in our communities and the ways that we can stop this. And the reason as to why we are at a campus activation, and thank you so much, Technical University of Kenya, for accepting that the campus activation begins at TUK, is now the young people, the youth, who are representing our now generation and the next generation to take over and say, and say what? Say what? Say what? Yes, this is why we are here at a campus, at a higher institution of learning, where the most intelligent young people of this nation are here. Do you know what percentage of you come to campus? It's only 9% of you. From your high school mates and all that, it's only 9%. Can this 9% of the young people be able to transform this? And this is where we begin. I want you to go to the NYC website. www.nationalyouthcouncil.go.ke. And the CEO of National Youth Council is very kind. She has decided if you do not have internet, she has put a hotspot on her phone. So go to G's phone. The password is 12345 678. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. G's iPhone. In case you do not have bundles or you do not have internet. So pick your phones, go to www.nationalyouthcouncil.go.ke. Once you're there, I'm not seeing some of you participating. Huh? Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not seeing some people participating, and they're right in my radar. There is a form there how you can be able to give your opinion on how to end GBV. I'm waiting. I'm giving you 5 minutes, actually. That is the reason I'm here. To pick your voices, to put those voices into a place where we can synthesize them and be able to say, the youth of this country, from Technical University of Kenya, where we began the journey, have said A, B, C, D when it comes to ending GBV. Have you seen the place it's written, participate now? It is the time for young people to take over. How many of you comment on Joho's outbursts, comment on outbursts on internet, or see them going on? So today, I want you to channel your energy, to channel your tech savviness, to actually give us information on how we can end GBV. So I'm giving you 3 minutes, without music, without anything, for you to actually participate. And I'm having the NYC team tell me how many comments have come up. So I have the team already will tell me whether I have 10 field forms or 5 field forms or 20 field forms, then I can count the room. How many have done it? How many have seen the website for National Youth Council? Good. I see a hand raised up. I see a hand raised up. Thank you for your contribution. Your contribution matters. Your contribution is key. The young person's perspective on how to end gender-based violence is very, very key. You know what happens to government institutions? Like the National Youth Council, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund. The first people who come and bash us is actually the young people. And you know the first thing you tell us? You did not invite us to participate. We are actually here and we are asking you, participate now. There is no other time that we can get this information. Let us participate now on how we want to see this issue of GBV ending. Which young person can I give a mic to tell me how to end GBV? Mwenye amemaliza, akuje tu anipatie comment yake. Mwenye amemaliza kuandika, come, join me on stage. Who has finished? Or I still give you 2 minutes. I just want 2 comments on how you're participating. Because it's very, very important for this participation to actually come from the young people. Have you done it? Come. Thank you. She has participated. I want to hear what she's saying, how we end GBV. Come.
We can end GBV by communication, globalization, and also education and awareness by creating a group whereby you need to educate and create awareness of your mental health.
Fantastic. Is that what you've written? I didn't get your name.
My name is Felista.
Thank you. Felista has said we need to sensitize about mental health, and we also need to continuously communicate and advocate and educate. And that is why we are in an institution of higher learning, Technical University of Kenya, education, communication, advocacy, continuous engagement. That is the very reason that we are actually here. I want an opinion from the boy child. The girl child has stood up and has said, now I want to hear the opinion from the boy child. Come. And I hope all of us have actually gone to the NYC website and put in your comments. CEO anataka kuzima hotspot. Mnataka tu CEO azime hotspot.
Hello, I'm Alex Mutiso. Yeah, so my question now we can end GPV is that first, cinema comrade as boys, as mavijana tukigrow. So I think one thing the girls need to be, yani waongeleshwe upate awache hao mavijana. Kuna kijana hapa anapenda msichana fulani, lakini unapata huyo msichana ni ngumu ya kumkubali. But akiona baba sponye pale, waambie the reality, because hao watu wanachinjwa na hao wase. Huwezi kula pesa ya mtu bure, because utajipata at the end of the day umekwestiwa, why are you eating hiyo pesa yake? So our quest is that from the boy child, first the girl child, huyo kijana, maybe the point that right now anaweza kuwa anatry ku-engage is one, anataka you create that friendship with time to grow that friendship. Accept him, you never know how tomorrow turns. Yeah, anaweza omoka, that is the point. And another thing to the boy child, we need to mend ourselves, to kind our channels, our sisters, because tusione on the negativity part, because unapata girls, I'm not a girl, but I believe girls go through a lot, and I believe if us tumeletwa in those morals, and we are being advocated that to understand there is a period she undergoes menstruation, there is a period she is undergoing this, so how we can relate with her. So I believe that is my point on how I can suggest on that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, comrades, eh? Hapa hakunanga comrades, comrades, eh? Hakuna. Mnasemanga nini? What is usually the rallying call? Hakuna rallying call hii campus. Hata NYC tulikuanga nayo. NYC, sauti ya vijana. Saizi ni amplifying the youth voice. NYC. Yes. Thank you so much. Clearly, there is the conversation that we need to have. And the number one conversation that we need to have is actually redefining masculinity. And it's what he's spoken about. And the perception that men have, that you cannot come ukule ya bure. Lazima ulipe. So how are you going to pay this? And that is the mental space that is taking over a lot of the young men who want to make it a right that so long as I have gotten something for you, there has to be a payment as a woman. And you can, I always put this in context. You can imagine this is your sister. Imagine this is your sister. There is probably another man is doing that too. You will realize that that is not the best position for a woman to be in. And when a woman is always playing hard to get, have you ever questioned yourself to ask yourself, how are women brought up? Women are brought up to actually have a lot of integrity and a lot of, to ensure they keep their sanity, to keep their virginity. A woman will consistently try to protect that. Maybe they want to be able to do that in a marriage. But then they are here and you're forcing them to do that outside a legal mechanism or outside the environment they have been brought up to understand that this sanctity of marriage is actually sex, and I need to be able to do that within my marriage component. Apart from that, and this comes from a woman's perspective. Why do I say this? It's because I am one of the few ones, the rare ones, and I still stand proudly to say that for me, I had to wait until I got married. And the reason for that, I played hard to get even in campus. There is contraceptives and everything that you can do, but the honor and the dignity that we expect women to carry themselves with is the same honor and dignity that I teach to my children. It's the same honor and dignity that I ask of my son, to be able to respect a woman. And to respect when she says no, it means no. So even as we have this conversation, it is that self-regulation as a young man, as a young woman. How do we self-regulate ourselves in order to be able to ensure that we are not hurting the next person? And this comes into the emotional health. Actually, someone mentioned and asked, is gender-based violence a disease? Is gender-based violence a health problem? And that is a question we need to answer, because it stems from an emotional perspective, and that is the emotional health. When a friend or someone cannot tell you no, and you stop, and you're not able to self-regulate yourself, that becomes a problem. So we need to do a lot of sensitization, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of self-regulation, a lot of self-understanding in order for us to build the social skills. Yes? Yes, yes? NYC? And that is what we are here to do, to amplify the youth voice. And basically, that is what we have been doing for the past 10 days, approaching the 16 days, in order for us to raise the voice and be able to say enough is enough. And at this point, I would like to, I know I had a core MC, and I know she's not feeling well. And I have seen someone who has just arrived. Hey. No, my colleague, our partner from Italian Aid have just arrived in the room. It's good to have you here, Miriam. Yeah. I wanted to now welcome the CEO of National Youth Council to take us through the next session and ensure that we really get into the gist of the matter. But before she comes, I need a dance, because she's not coming without dancing. I want to see whether she has moves and who is supporting her in this dance. There is no DJ. Where did... Huh? Aya, who is a... All right, help me welcome the CEO of National Youth Council, Miss Gloria.
Tushasikia kikiingia ni kuplasi huko ngabado unachukuliwa madam so tushasikia kikiingia ni kuplasi huko ngabado unachukuliwa madam so anguka nao itabaki umeflow na vibe.
Yo jina ikam. Basi kama mtaki anguka nayo mtaka ngoma gani? Semeni ile ngoma mnataka. Mapanga. Hiyo. Wataki wapanga sisi. Ingine. DJ jaribu tuoneka wase wataanguka.
Tushasikia. What up please? Check it. Tushasikia kikiingia ni kuplasi huko ngabado unachukuliwa madam so anguka nao itabaki umeflow na vibe. Anguka nao kako single for now. Mdagris mteja patikani hadi late night saa 6 ndo taniwai nikupin location na nikofana na hii sukate call niko chomba ya G mimi najua utakuwa irizo release acha nikushow kwanza form ya Gidon nishashika mpua na twende chini kwa chini akiwa hadi na mimi sasa tunasikiza Shin City tuna feel free take a video na post pale NGC jina ni Kantel Kurapsi ni talent G anguka nao check it anguka nao twende down low now stand up to your feet mikono juu alafu click tuliza pesa alafu one leg anguka nao one leg anguka nao
baby girl, mniongezee baby girl. Gender balance. Kwa kibaya. Mniongezee baby girl. Joel, yes, Joel akuje. Joel ako wapi? Joel kuja, utaki leo usikule nini? Sikuje tu. Ataki
ni mana tipsy cheese.
Leo haya mniongeze mtu mmoja. Amtaki pesa. Okay. Alafu in the meantime enda kwa website ya National Youth Council, make sure umefill your form. Okay? But I need someone. Nataka ni wewe. Usikue shy. Unakuwa shy kuchukua pesa. Kuja. You're welcome. Thank you so much. So I have 4 people. Wengine mtaki pesa ya MC. Haya basi. So DJ ngoja kwanza shikilia tu hapo Madam CEO. Niko na audience. Na vijana mmechoka na nyinyi watu wadogo. Vijana mmechoka. DJ kidogo, shikilia tu kidogo. Niwaambie ukweli hapa. So vijana, you may have a seat. Msiogope. Lakini on a serious note, guys, this is your day majorly. All this that is done is for you. So nataka mjibambe, msilalishe hivyo. Niliambiwa tu mnachangamkanga lakini kidogo mnaniumiza roho. Sitaki kusema wazee wakubwa hapa lakini wako serious. Unaona wanatembea. Hadi madam kidogo magoti lakini ako sawa sana. Okay? So nikaa mtaki pesa yangu hao ndio wamefika hapa leo. I think we'll have a nice time. Wasi wengine wanaweza amka, unaweza join alafu nitaona kile nitafanya. Sawa? Naweza balance. I am not a poor man, I am not a rich man, but najiweza. Okay, DJ niangukie. You might join the audience by the feel free. Okay? Feel free. DJ. Na mnaweza amka by this. Sijasema umkae chini. Sasa mnaweza amka. Nilikuwa naona mmesimama sana. Okay?
Tushasikia. What up please? bad unachukuliwa madam, so anguka nao itabaki imeflow na vibe. Anguka nao koko single for now. Mdagi mteja patikani hadi late night saa 6 ndo taniwai. Nikupi location na nikofana na hii. Sukate call niko chomba ya G. Mimi najua utakuwa irizo release. Acha nikushow kwanza form ya.
Wamesema amuanguki nayo na
kwanza form ya
anguka nayo. Sawa. So anguka ya ukweli. Sawa. DJ
Shaskia kiingia ni kublast huko ngabado unachukuliwa madam, so anguka nao itabaki imeflow na vibe. Anguka nao koko single for now. Mdagi mteja patikani hadi late night saa 6 ndo taniwai. Nikupi location na nikofana na hii. Sukate call niko chomba ya G. Mimi najua utakuwa irizo release. Acha nikushow kwanza form ya Didon. Nishashika mbua na twende chini kwa chini akiwa hadi na mimi. Sasa tunasikiza Shin City tuna feel free. Teka video na upost pale NGC. Jina ni Kantel Kurapsi ni talent G. Anguka nao.
So nyinyi nakana nyinyi hapa kando. Mimi wasidanganyi. Wenye niliwaekea M-Pesa wako wapi? Nataka mseme testimony hapa mbele. Nikaa watu wanaona mimi ni joka. Wako wapi? Mjua niko na jina zenyu kwa M-Pesa yangu. Jina yako 3. Wako wapi? Kani nilikufanyia madam. Ni ukweli ama si ukweli? Niliweka. Waambie, amka uambie.
Ni ukweli.
I don't lie. So hao wengine wakae na mimi hapa kando. Tukiendelesha session kaeni tu hapa. Nione kando. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Back to you, madam.
One time. Cheza ndo basi tonight, cheza tuzime night. Sema
Nimewakasi Comrades Power, nimeulizani nini amnijibu. Ni Comrades Power. Comrades Power. Comrades Power. Comrades Tibim. Comrades Tibim. Comrades Tialala. Ai jamani, Tialala. Ai mnanichoma. Mimi when I went to Campo by the way na sikitambo. Tulikuwa na moto sana. Hapa sijui. Alex, hawa watu wajakula hapa ni nini? Na ilikuwa tamu, ili slap by the way, ukweli usemwe. Sasa mimi naitwa Gloria. Mimi sipanda huko juu ama nipande huko juu. Kila mtu ananiona, niko mfupi kidogo. Kila mtu ananiona? Hello? Oya. Mimi sitaki kujiongelesha. Kama mnajua mtu aniongelesha mniambie nikae. Nitakaa. Sina ubaya. Mimi naitwa Gloria. Mimi ndio CEO wa NYC. Kuna mtu hapa nimemwambia ende kwa website akaenda kwa National Youth Service. Kama unajijua hebu simama. Usimame. Leo nachoma, simama. Huyo ameenda kwa website ya NYS. Kuna tofauti. Kuna website ya NYC na kuna website ya NYS. NYC ni National Youth Council. Sisi job yetu ni ku-amplify youth voices. Hiyo ndio kazi tunafanya. Najua kuna wasee wengi hapa hamjai tusikia, hamtujui. But tuko area. Na ile reason hamjatusikia ni juu hamtaki stories zetu kasa mmenyamaza tu mnaniangalia. Niko hapa nimewakatia, nimejituma. Mnaniangalia tu. So National Youth Council tufanye tujaribu tena. Naona kila mtu ako huko na text. Boy akona kofia ya blue imeandikwa Ralph Lauren. Mambo. Wewe. Sasa unaitwa? Sikuski. Mambo Mike. Fanya hivi, kuna hotspot inaitwa G's iPhone. Password ni 12345678. Nani hajasikia password? Sema wewe unaitwa? Ati nini? Ati link iko disabled. Mimi mwenyewe najifungulia link hapa, nani anataka kunipanga? Ati nenda wapi? Wacheni vipindi, mnanifanya kipindi hapa. Wacheni vipindi, endeni National Youth Council amache kunichocha. National Youth Council please. Nani website yake yaingi? Kuna mpaka wifi hapa ya bure. Nani website yake yaingi? National Youth Council. Ukienda National Youth Council kwa website, acha tuende na nyinyi. Ukifungua website inakaa hivi, hapo juu kuna kitu nimeandikwa 16 days of activism. Pressini hapo. Mnaiona? Jamani mniongeleshe, kama mtaki kuniongelesha mniambie niende home. Mnaiona? Oya. Comrades power. Haya, hapo NYC kuna mahali imeandikwa participate now. Ebu fanya hivi, ebu click your link. Tafadhali click your link. Kuna mtu ana hotspot hapa. Kuna boys wako pale kwa kona ananiangalia, ako na shati ya acha nipande hapo juu nimuone. Karibu na nyuma ya Alex. Aleki. Ama ametoka? Kuna boys wako na sweater ya black na shati ya white. Naona collar ya white. Amekaa karibu na boys wako na shati ya green. Wewe unanichungulia. Umepata hotspot? Unapata hotspot? Ako nyuma kabisa. Unapata hotspot? Uko poa? Hapo sawa. Mumeona hapo hiyo place imeandikwa participate now. Jamani, this is a tough crowd. Mumeona hapo imeandikwa participate now. Basi simclick hapo mjaze hiyo form. Alafu niwaambie kwa nini nawafanyisha hii kazi. Nani amemaliza? Lazima yuko kijana. Mimi constituents wangu ni vijana. Nani amemaliza? Nani amemaliza? Oya, poa. Thank you my guy. Unaitwa nani? Nani amemaliza wengine? Mtawashwa kwa nini nawafanyisha hii job mob hivi? Hapo sawa. Thank you my guy. As I said, sisi tunaitwa NYC na kazi yetu ni ku-amplify youth voices. Tuki-amplify the youth voices, tunadeal kuhusu vitu zenye zina affect my youth, including GBV. Kuna vitu zenye ni more real kama unemployment, hakuna madoa, hakuna pake, vitu kaa hizo ziko real, but pia vitu kaa gender-based violence ni vitu za ukweli. Na ziko kampo na pia ziko home. Ukweli ama urongo? Ukweli ama urongo? Nimesimama hapa kuwapanga ama nasema ukweli? Now, hata kama tuna amplify youth voices, msipotuongelesha tunaenda kusema ama mnataka nikaseme nini? The young people have to talk to us for us to talk on your behalf. Ndio maana nawaambia mwingie kwa hiyo website mnijazie form. That's why. Na najua wase wanaweza kuwa wamechoka, wanasema tunaongea tusikiki, maandamano and so on and so forth. It's possible. Lakini sasa unless unahama Kenya, utaacha kuengage na nchi yako? Oya. Hapa ni home mama. Hello. Nimechoka. Alex ako wapi? Alex yuko? Wacha nimpigie simu akuja hapa continue. Juna kama mimi hamtaki kuengage na mimi. Nataka tuongee, nataka tubonge. Mimi sitaki kupeleka views zangu, walai. Nataka kupeleka views zenyu. Na since hamtaki kuniongelesha, mniambie nani yako hapa mtamongelesha, atafanya muongee. Chagueni mtu mmoja hapo ndani. Mnishow, mimi nitoke hapa. Jichagulieni msee. Hakuna mtu anataka MC? Hakuna? Twende home. Sasa twende home. Hakuna mtu anataka MC? Nani anataka ku MC basi? Mimi sitaki ku MC. Jua mniongeleshi, najaribu kuongelesha na jiongelesha. Nani anataka ku MC? Akama hapa tuongee. Inua mkono kama unajisikia. Hype man wa kampuni nani? Nani atakuwa na MC nini? Mr. and Miss Tuk leo jioni. Nani ana MC Mr. and Miss Tuk? Mbuzi. Mbuzi yako wapi? Mbuzi yuko area? Mbuzi yako? Guys, lazima tuongeleshane. Nani anataka kuja hapa MC? Kasi mimi. Ni mimi tu basi simu niongeleshe. Sawa? Poa. Nitaka hapa but lazima tuongee. So mimi nasema the only reason tunaomba mfilio form is so that we can collect your views and take them forward. Na hatutawa waste. Mimi sipendi fanya kazi ya kuosha kuku miguu. Therefore, sitawachomea masaa. Hizo views mnanipea, tutazicollate na tutaziput together na tutazipeleka kwa nani? kwa waziri wa gender na waziri wa youth affairs. So ndo nipate views zenyu, nauliza nani yako na any ideas on how to end gender based violence. Nimesema nikikaa hapa lazima uniongeleshe. So ule sawa, leta mic. Kuna mic hapa? Niko hapa session ya dakika sijui ngapi, kaa 10, kazi ni kuongea tu. Pelekea ule mdem mic, akuja tuambie. Maboys, najua mnapiga ngwana mabare na madem zenyu. Hebu muongee. Kuna mtu shachapa bare hapa? Dua haiwezekani, si ndio? Basi si muongee. Haya. Imagine.
When you talk about gender-based violence, it should go both sides. It's just that sometimes women are the weaker. We weak as physically. That's why we normally end up being the victims. But one of the ways is implementing harsher policies. Yeah.
Mnaonaje hiyo maneno? Umesikia akisema kuna maboys uchapwa? Kuna best yangu kwa hapa anaitwa Miriam. Unaona vile ni msupa? Sikizeni. Miriam amesema hata Italian, ametoka Italy. Nani ashaenda Italy hapa? Si mbonge poa labda Miriam anaweza peleka Italy. Mnanyamaza. Nani ashaenda Italy? Kuna waseka wawili watatu wameenda Italy. Miriam amesema hata Italy watu struggle kureport. So it's both ways, si hapa tu. Hata Italy kuna kuangana issues za kureport. Nimeona Lucky amekam. Lucky, unataka kwa MC? Haya, ndio huyu mtu wenyu basi. Mimi acheni niende home. Kazi yangu ni kusikiza.
Like a boss.
Yo.
Hello guys. Naona hata hamjachangamka bana. DJ bana, si nataka uweke doba moja manze watu wachangamke hapa bana. Hebu simameni kwanza. Nashangaa mbona leo hakuna vibe na jana kulikuwa na vibe. Si msimame huko nyuma ama. Naona kuna dema amejaa mtu sana huko nyuma.
Like a boss. Yo. Easy bado I like to a form 4-3-4.
Hello, good tena sapa.
Sema yeah.
One time.
Basi tonight, tuze tuzime nice.
Mwana.
Sema yeah. Kwa majina ni yani. Cheza do basi tonight, tuze tuzime nice.
Sedo.
La. ako kapenika area na kakitaka mwitapa na kula kiapo ndai hapa aje sidon ponit nikirusha mamistare viungo wene nguwa mwili hatare waini mkot nishikishe male twende maeneo chuma ilale yani boy kijana wa ingo napenda njugu na mukomero kingo masel napenda masingo kifo cha mende ama wakido
Nasikia napenda fimbo mumwita DNA ndo rada ya kumdhidho lazima nikabeng uskini
ni madansa very deadly, najua wamewashinda hapa na nimeona madam hapa amekuwa akijaribu kudance na ningependa join team. Madam join to hii team. Nilikuwa naona unajaribu kudance kidogo. Na kama huko nyuma unataka kudance manzo, before 20 session next manzo unaweza kuja huku mbele. DJ
sema yeah yeah one time waka waka was it nice sema yeah yeah oh majina ni yani cheza do basi tonight cheza tusime nice la 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 ako kapenika area na kakitaka mwitapa na kula kiapo ndai hapa aje sidon ponit nikirusha mamistare viungo wene nguwa mwili hatare waini mkot nishikishe male twende maeneo chuma ilale yani boy kijana wa ingo napenda njugu na mukomero kingo masel napenda masingo kifo cha mende ama wagido yeah yeah ufadele mama kanga leo ni kifo cha mende sema yeah yeah leo sina kitanda ngoja piga smile cheki kamgapi satu na kulike mekuma kweni tatu digidha gidinyasi agagwadu yeah hello piga smile cheki kamgapi satu na kulike mekuma kweni tatu digidha gidinyasi agagwadu una bend pose alafu na raru piga statue inua mkono alafu cheza na mguu piga statue na kulike mekuma kama tatu simama kete piga one lege tingiza kichwa ni kazi meshika gwelve kispaki anguka nayo twende hapa ni kudance kubanju kama daily sipige makofi utachoka mikono itoma na utamiss nyingine sipige makofi utachoka mikono itoma na utamiss nyingine Belando
Nachela shipite boss kwani mimi Kose nifute dikari kuna juku Bad to the bone, lazima nikunywe supu Shake that shit, madufido Maende kaende, kifo cha mende Unaniona kama maembe na tembe Kembubu vitu zetu usiseme Wacha wabaki wakidhani kuna venye Peleka juu, peleka chini Usiogope kuu, rarua mini
So before twende hiyo session next manze kila mtu sijui kama alipewa hii. In case kama haukupewa hii unaweza inua mkono nikupe hii yangu. Kila mtu ako nayo? Kama uko nayo you can scan this code, this QR code. There's a survey hapo ya GBV na najua kila mtu anajua hii event ni ya GBV. Wale wenye wajui GBV ni nini? GBV in full ni gender based violence. So si wanawake pekee wana face gender based violence, hadi si wanaume huwa tuna face violence. Hata mimi juzi niliface manze. So I'm talking out of experience. na najua vijana huko nyuma wamekaa na wako na machungu sana juu wao pia wamepitia, lakini juu ni mavijana wanaogopa kuongea. So hii survey nataka mtuambie zile vitu mnaona NYC inaweza wasaidia kufanya, zile zenye mnaona zitawasaidia. Sawa guys? Najua ni njaa inawasumbua, lakini kila kitu itakuwa sorted. Sawa? So now tunaenda kwa next session. Nataka mtu mmoja either male ama female mwenye anaweza kuja kusema kitu moja tu about GBV, kama ameipitia, ameiteseka na mambo ya GBV. Moja tu.
By the way, nimesahau kusema partners wetu Sound City wamekama. Nani anajua Sound City? 88.5 AM FM. Nani asikizanga Sound City? Naona mse uko nyuma. Poa. So if you come, utapata interview na Sound City. Nani anataka interview na Sound City? Atafuta wase wawili, Charlie na Dem. Haya basi mwenye anafika hapa kama. Oneni sasa na mnataka. Kuja. Dem.
Tunakata. So saizi tunakata mapanga leo. Allo, udi tena sapa.
Kushman, radio magenge.
Ya, yo. Naisetina. Ogela funa medi alone.
Acha nichague.
Funa medi alone.
Wacha nichague.
Na medi alone naisetina. So saizi tunakata mapanga leo. Allo, udi tena sapa.
Kushman, radio magenge.
Tunaongelea mambo ya GBV. Sitaki dem moja pekee akue hapa, acha nitafute mwingine. Ndio msiseme na wa violate. Mimi sipendi violence. Aya, wacha nichague. Au wenye waniangalie ndo nachagua. Wewe kuja mrembo. Wacheni wapande hapa juu ndo wazazi wao waone huko nje, juu hii kitu inakuwa live streamed. So mzazi akuone hata. Najua wengi hawajaionekana kwa TV, lakini these are privileged. Yeah, so nitapea dem moja. But mtasalimiana kwanza, upeane jina na utuambie kama umejaza hii survey yetu, alafu among yourself nitachagua dem moja na boy moja ndo watakuwa interviewed. Na mimi napendanga ikuwe ladies first. Haya.
Hi everyone. My name is Alice Wamboi Ndongo. A third year student pursuing BTech in Civil Engineering, and GBV, I think it is a pandemic because of lack of emotional intelligence on both ends, but there are people who do it more than others. Yeah.
So hello guys, my name is Adam Mwenzi, taking a diploma in criminology and security studies. So in gender-based violence, in my take, so in gender-based violence, I could recommend my peers to engage in different organizations and at the school department concerning peer counseling, so that we can grow our emotional intelligence. Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kelvin Kipkogei Sabul, a student from the Technical University of Kenya, School of Chemistry and Material Science, pursuing industrial chemistry as a course. Concerning the theme today that for gender-based violence, I will say that this is basic. The reason as to why this happens is because of our feelings, because of the emotions. You find, for example, you are dating somebody. Let's take for example, and then this nigga man or this chick anaenda na kucheat na mtu mwingine. How will you feel? That means that you've damaged my emotion, right? Yeah, that is basically the main reason. But for a lesson, let us just stop this thing because we are in a different era. We are in the 21st century. We are no longer going to fight. Sindio? Hakuna haja mtu akikucheat, you just do what? Move on. Si ni kweli? Safi.
How are you? I'm Chimama Jane Karanja, doing Bachelor of Commerce. About GVB, I could just ask a question to appear that we could just educate ourselves on what causes, what are the roots of this all violence. By knowing it, or by knowing the root of violence, we could just cope with it. And we should interrupt the language of discrimination. I think that's it to me.
Check. Comrades power. Comrades power. Bana, hata kama hatujapoa pizza, tunajua inakuja. Comrades power. Comrades ria. I have a song before I speak. Mokilingo makambwe belenga na kanisa mingi ye. Nasengi na nzambe ya sunga ngai pona vanda na shongo. Oh. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Oh, it's afternoon. Poleni. Ni saa 9 wewe. It's evening. My name is Etulo Andre Amisi. I'm an international student here at the Technical University of Kenya. I'm a refugee from the Democratic Republic of Congo. I have not come here to speak looking forward to an interview or any other incentive. Mine is just to share. When such things come to your institution, this is a priority for all of us here. Wakati nilikuja hapa, we had to mobilize people from out there. Muingia hapa ndio mpate hii information. It shouldn't be that way. The organization, National Youth Council, and I'm grateful for you people, for organizing this event. We are grateful. Tuwapigie makofi. Thank you so much. Na asanteni kwa nyinyi wote wenye mmechukua time yenu kuingia hapa ndani kukuja kusikiliza. Ni kitu ya maana sana. Gender-based violence. Wow. I have a heavy heart when it comes to matters, conflict. As I have mentioned earlier, I am a refugee. I have earned that name through conflict. But again, it is what it is. I am here in Kenya. I have learned lessons here. Na nimejikubali venye niko. I am here studying civil engineering, despite the fact that I am a refugee. There are so many people saying there is no opportunity for me because I'm a refugee. I've gone through A, B, C. There is a lot that one goes through for you to get to that point of being referred to as a refugee. But such is an initiative for us all to learn from. And I'm also here, nijifunze. Maybe I've not learned enough. That's why I'm here. Thank you so much and God bless you.
Juu umesema you are talking with heavy heart, nimekupea chance ya kwanza, wewe ndo utafanywa hiyo interview juu ya heavy heart. Sijui sasa nichague msichana yupi. Ngoja. Nataka DJ, nitatumia kriteria ngoma kuchagua mtu anaenda kwa interview juu watu ambao wanaenda kwa interview lazima wakuwe watu flexible. Juu hata juzi CEO wetu alikuwa kwa interview na mmeona venye ni madam very changamfu, flexible. Mmeona venye anakata ni venye hamjaona akimapanga le. But sasa DJ nataka tu weke wanadada hao wawili ngoma, alafu audience wachague mwenye anaenda kwa interview. Hao mnaona aje? Ndo nikichagua mmoja wao msiseme na abuse ama niko violent. Ama mnaona aje? Mimi sipendi violence, hata sijui kupigana. Haya DJ, songe mbele.
Piga smile cheki kamgapi satu na kulike mekuma kweni tatu digidha gidhinyasi agagwadu una bend pose alafu na rap piga statue inua mkono alafu cheza na mguu piga.
Naona ni kama wako na request. Naona ni kama huyo ana request kitu. Sijui, si useme unataka ngoma gani?
Tusha agree.
Me agree. Sasa mmeamua ni nani ana nini? Ni yeye. So ni wewe. Nice. So nyinyi wenye mmebaki najua mnataka soda. Juu nimewaleta hapa, lakini sasa mtanisamehea juu sitawapea soda, nimefanya mmeonekana kwa TV kwenu. Mnaona? Ni live. Sasa nitawaita baadaye kidogo. Sasa nitabaki na hao wenye wanaenda kwa interview. Ama namna gani? Uko sawa? Haya. Lakini usikubali mambo ya GBV kuzuie kufanya vitu zako. No, kuwa mtu calm. Haya. So these are the guys that wanaenda kuwa interviewed pale Sound City manze. Najua it's your first time kwa radio, si ndio? How do you feel?
Okay, it's not my first time. But I feel good. I feel it's an opportunity given, so I hope so, I'd use it well. And yeah, thank you.
Asante sana. Na ulijaza hii kweli? Na wewe ulijaza hii? Haya. Hamngekuwa mmejaza ningewarudisha huko, lakini juu mlijaza, nyinyi ndio mtaenda kuinterviewa pale. Sijui wanaenda sahihi ama wacha ni consult dakika moja. Alafu ni wajuze. Nimeambiwa eti Sound City bado kuna program inaendelea, kwa hivyo hao watakaa kidogo alafu waende kuinterviewiwa. Naona unajua different nini ziko na program zao, kama pia sisi venye tuko na program yetu hapa yenye tunataka kufollow. Sasa nataka niite president wa Satuk kuje abonge na sisi. Sijui kama president yuko karibu. Mnaweza wacha niwape viti za mbele tafadhali. Mkae kwa viti za mbele. At least mnaweza pitia pale msalimie wangwana pale. Pitieni huku kwanza msalimie hao wangwana. Hawa ni watu mashuhuri, watu youthful. Yeah. So, President Satuk, are you around?
Elekea ametuma nani? Secretary wa Gender. Yuko? Kama basi. Salimia watu wako.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Comrades power. Comrades power. Fantastic. Thank you so much, National Youth Council. My name is Ruth Amuhu. I'm a student leader in charge of gender and social welfare. I've come in a bit late because I was having a meeting at South Sea. I had to do the here so that I can make it to this event. Thank you so much, comrades, for coming. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to interact with knowledge on matters gender-based violence. And guys, I think this is a very critical issue because of the femicide cases that have been taking place. We know very well that a majority are between 20 and 30 years. Na hiyo age ndio iko hapa campus. So this is a very good interaction. Special thanks to the Ministry of Gender for taking their time to come and educate us and interact with comrades. You are always welcome to come here at TUC to collaborate with the Office of the Gender and Social Welfare. And before I finish, I am also glad, and I think I take this opportunity to congratulate you, Madam CEO. I think this is the third time I'm seeing her na hata jamaliza 1 month. Let's give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I was with her at the UN. She is super active, and I love the fact that she's passionate about young people. Mbuzi is my very good friend. Did he tell you he won the Blogger of the Year in TUC? He got the highest votes, literally. He won the Blogger of the Year, and I'm happy he made me get to where I am. You know, politics, you can't win without bloggers. You need someone to push the agenda. So he was among my people who were in my campaign team. So I can tell you, Madam CEO, that you have the right person. So asanteni sana. I won't take so much of your time. Enjoy the session. Dance a little bit. Ask those questions that you cannot ask in a crowd. Don't be afraid. We are Gen Zs. The fear is gone. Sindio comrades. See, the fear is gone. See, the fear is gone. Asanteni sana.
Thank you so much, Ruth, Mama Gender. She's the one responsible for supplying this school with red labeled government of Kenya garments that the men here, ex-virgins, use to explore the world of pleasure. Thank you so much, Madam Gender. Umefanya hii shule hakuna watu wengi wanatembea na ujauzito. Thank you so much, Manze, for that. Yeah, I know when we gave you this position, it was so hard. Na watu hawakuwa na kutrust kwa sababu wewe ni msichana mdogo. And you know, people have been, hii shule, watu wamekuwa used to very big ladies holding that position. Thank you so much, Mama Gender. So, right about time, naona Sound City wako prepared so much. Wameniambia wanataka waone hadhira yao, the listeners, and welcome so much. Udem ni mrembo sana bwana. Hata siwezi sema mengi, anafanya nashindwa kuongea.
Hi guys, how are you doing? So I'm Kavisa, I represent Sound City. I'm the on-air personality for the Drive Show. We've got a lot of different personalities. We've got Aziad in the morning show. We've got Habari Shuffle with Kay. We've got The Takeover with me and Jeremy. He's currently not here. He's Running Point at the studio. Then we've got the evening show, which is run by Joy and Ray Kiragu. And then later on in the evening, we've got it with Laura Mbatha on No Chill Zone. So we are here to represent, and we just want to say thank you so much for Technical University of Kenya for allowing us the space to represent matters of GBV. Thank you so much to the National Youth Council for having us. We really support your cause, the 16 days of activism. As Sound City, we care, right? So we are here to support the activism for against GBV. I'm excited to interview a few of you if you are available. And yeah, we're here. And thank you so much for giving me the time to introduce myself and my Sound City cohorts over there. Make sure to tune in 88.5 FM, Sound City Kenya on Instagram.
Thank you so much, pretty lady. Hiyo jina ni ya France. Nimeisahau kidogo, lakini it is a very nice name for a pretty lady like you. Mimi sikuwa nasikia radio, lakini kuanzia jioni nitaanza kusikia radio ndo nisikie sauti yako juu mimi nilikuwa nimesimama pale, lakini kidogo nilikuwa siko hapo kidogo tena. Asante sana watu wa Sound City. Hata nitakuja nipige picha na wewe. Leo nipige picha na mtu wa radio. Na msitoke hapa kama mjamuona. Wale wenye mnafanya courses za journalism, najua Sound City is a place for you. So tushaongea mingi. Okay, sasa mimi sasa nataka niondoke hapa juu. Nataka nipe the madam from Ngaf nafasi ndo ili awapeleke kwenye nini tukio lingine. Sina mengi ya kusema. Madam, karibu sana.
Thank you so much, Lucky. A big round of applause for Lucky, for your colleague. Thank you so much. And as Mama Janda said, well done, actually. And as you said, it's a very important conversation. And with us, we came with our partners and also a couple of our colleagues within the ministry to speak to us about this topic. It's good to hear your views, which we have had a couple of views. But I would also like to invite some of the colleagues that we have worked with. I don't know if some of you had the Ministry of Youth Affairs, it's Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sports, and no, Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports. So this is the first ministry that has come out of the recent deaths, especially of the athletes. You've seen some of the big names in athletics really go through gender-based violence, and we've actually seen very devastating deaths, like of Rebecca Cheptegei. And the ministry actually stepped up and said they're going to have a gender safeguarding committee or a gender mainstreaming committee. It is the first ministry to come out very strongly to actually have that committee running. And today we are honored to have Diana from that committee to speak to us about what they're doing around that. Remember, most of the, in sports, a lot of sports is done by young people, and young people go through that violence. So, karibu sana, Diana.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I have a loud voice, but I don't think it is louder than all of you. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay. My name is Diana Watila. I'm an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I've worked as a litigator, I've worked as an investigator, and I have been in the background of gender-based violence from the beginning of my career. One of the things I will tell you, you cannot really tell the face of gender-based violence. However, you can tell the reaction to gender-based violence. There is stigma, isn't it? If someone comes and says date rape, what will people ask them? Yeah? What will they ask you? What else will they ask you when you're talking about date rape? Will anyone believe you? Yes, because you've gone, you've drunk, you've gone to that person's house, you must have known what you're going to do there. But I'll ask you one question. You went to the shop to buy bread. You closed your door, but you didn't lock it. You come back and you find your laptop is gone. Will you report to the police? Why? You left your door open, didn't you? Isn't it? Didn't you leave your door open? That's the same way victims of SGBV deserve justice. It does not matter what you wear. It does not matter where you've been. It does not matter what you're doing. Everyone needs justice. And I will just say a few things. When you encounter a victim of SGBV, there's something called the 72-hour rule, meaning we would like them to get to hospital within 72 hours. Why? Number one, they can receive preventive treatment. Number two, evidence can be collected. And thirdly, the most important thing, they can receive counseling. Under our Ministry of Sports, we are now encountering a very serious issues where these powerful athletes, I see someone can run, is it 42 kilometers in 2 hours, 3 hours? Believe me, I can't do that in 7 hours. But now you come and find the same lady who internationally is standing in the podium. The same man who international is standing on the podium. If they are beaten up, do you want to say the truth? Because it will be on BBC News saying, so-and-so was assaulted. So that shows you there's no face of gender-based violence. It can be any of us. And no one has anything to be ashamed of. You should not worry about the stigma. You should not worry about what people say. And because of that, we believe the youth are the key. Dynamics have changed. Dynamics have changed. During our time, let alone having mobile phones, most of us didn't have phones in our houses, did we? But we had a red telephone booth. How many remember the red telephone booth? Yes. So if you want to speak to your sweetheart, you tell them, I will call your booth at what time? 7. When you go to the booth, there's a long line of people also calling other booths. During our time, your neighbor could see which boy you're talking to and go tell your mom. Now it's a bit different because you can be chatting with someone saying they're in Australia but they're in Eldoret. Is that the truth? I hear you guys call it, is it dog fishing or what is it? What's the term? Is it catfishing? Catfishing. Someone takes a photo of Rihanna, yes, and starts chatting you. So a lot of the abuse now is going underhand, right? So what can the youth, how can the youth deal with this situation? Because advice from us does not make sense. But as the youth, maybe I'd need like 2-3 people to tell me, what are the new strategies we can keep into place? Now that we are still dealing with faceless people. We've seen people coming all the way to Nairobi because they have a date on Facebook. When they reach, does the person pick up the phone? We have seen people going on dates in Airbnbs, and then what happens? They are slaughtered. So I think as young people, we need to now have a discussion. It has changed. So your parents' advice will not help us, right? See, things are different. Yeah? But some of the things that we want to encourage is, the first thing, you need to educate yourself. The second thing is speak up. The third thing we want you to do is leverage technology. And how can we do that? So, through social media. What are the dangerous trends? What can the young people do to protect themselves? And the last thing I want to say is, we all need to support survivors. So thank you so much for your time. And just remember, it's now the youth time. So the youth should take the front line in SGBB. So thank you very much. Hand it back to my sister.
Thank you so much, Diana. She's finished by saying it's now the youth to be able to take over and to actually lead the charge. And also shown us the several different mechanisms that are now being perpetrated. The National Government Affirmative Action Fund works with partners, and because this journey of ending GBV is not a one-man journey, it's not a one-institution journey, it's a collective responsibility. And we are pleased to show that we indeed work with our partners who support us, who make our voices heard. Where we are falling short, they come and step in and ensure that we are passing on the message as clearly as possible. Today in our midst, we have the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation. I call it Italian Aid. Its acronym is ICE. And today represented by Miriam to actually just give us a few words. Welcome.
Thank you. I jump up so he's happy. Whoa, look at that. Good afternoon once again. Oh, I see some more chairs empty here. Oh, but thank you for being here. As Viridiana said, my name is Miriam Bulbarelli and I work at the Italian Agency for Development Cooperation here in Nairobi. I moved here to Kenya in 2019, and since then, actually, gender projects have been my focus. We've been supporting since then different kind of projects through some UN agency, UN Women, on prevention and response to gender-based violence, but also to access to justice, and that is what was resonating so much with what Madam has just explained to us. But then we also support grassroots organizations together with our Italian NGOs in the country, and we are pleased to have started this collaboration with GAF. And today I'm very pleased to be here to somehow mark the coming to an end of these 16 days of activism. I was so excited to be here with young youth. I'm so sorry to see so many that are looking at their phones. I know it's Gen Z, I should know, I'm unfortunately a millennial, I'm not so old, but I can see it's hard to keep you with me. But I'm sorry for that. I hope you can look up. I see some eyes on me now. This is nice. But yeah, I think the conversation that started today has to continue. And as we want also to stand by the Kenyan institutions and Kenya organization to continue this talk. So I wished I could have heard a bit more from your insights and your opinion on this. But it's been really nice to be with you today and looking forward to many more of these meetings. Asante.
Thank you so much, Miriam. And actually, one of the things as I was coming here was to remind us not to be to have a trademark on the young people. In the sense that, and the reason as to why I'm saying that is because Miriam said, unfortunately, the time when we are supposed to be listening as young people, we are actually on our devices. Do not be the generation that someone is attempting to talk to you and you're on your device. And one of the reasons as to why we say that is because maybe the heightened gender-based violence is because of actually the COVID-19. Why do I say so? We were all segregated, and the only way we could communicate was actually through our devices or through behind a screen. But has someone told you that the skill that will be the most sought after is your concentration, is the skill of communicating, talking to someone face to face, and being able to concentrate at a task for a much longer period. If someone has not told you that, remember that as you leave this place. The most sought after skill is not going to be technology. Technology, AI, is doing everything. I can tell AI, create for me a poster. AI will create for me. I can issue a command on AI. AI will do that. But when it comes to interactions, when it comes to communication, when it comes to emotional behavior, when it comes to the things that we must be able to talk about and live with each other, when it comes to social behavior, that is the 21st skill that we are looking for. So in as much as, and that is the root cause of what we are talking about GBV. Because I do not know how to interact with someone. When I hear them commenting badly about me, because I have been in my own space, I hit them. I decide, I do not want. But when I have consistently been around people, I can be able to know that this time when I'm quarreling with someone, I can self-regulate and probably go away and say, no, I do not want to have a conversation now. Let me take the time off. So the number one skill that you're supposed to have is your social skills, your behaviors, your values and principles. And how many of us know the number of values and principles in the Constitution of Kenya? Can someone guess? How many of you know the number of SDGs we have? Tell me. 17. That is wonderful. Do you know there are 17 values and principles? If we just took the same effort that we give to the Sustainable Development Goals and give the same effort to the 17 values and principles that govern us and that define our behavior around each other, we will be able to live in a much more organized manner. And that is the root cause of all these issues that we are actually facing around ourselves. So the next time I come, the next time we have a conversation, I think I would want to see the 17 values and principles and the 17 goals, SDG goals. I know most guys know about the SDG goals because they are pushed a lot by our development partners, but our values and principles, we do not know how to live with each other. And with that aspect of really understanding our social construct, I would like to invite, I think I'm at the CEO of National Youth Council, or I'm not sure. I've not met you. fantastic. We tried several times to have NYC elections. There's actually... Oh. I have just, it's called what? Gone against protocol and everything in between, but I asked to be forgiven. I was smiling so hard because during our time at the National Youth Council, we tried to have elections. We even gazetted some of the things during Mushero's time, but we did not get to have the elections. And I do pray that as the chairman of the National Youth Council Election Committee, that we will indeed have the youth elections this time round. So I would like to invite the chairman of the National Youth Council Election Committee to say a few words. Karibu.
Thank you very much. The conveners and my friend, ladies and gentlemen, it's very good to be genuine. Because everywhere you walk, you find people that you are with together one way or the other. Like I've met my friend again here. This is very good. My name is George Osaso. I want to tell you the name of the ministry. The ministry is the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. I know a statement, but that is what it is. Today, I was coming here to tell you two things: that we take the GBV issues very seriously. And in the interest of time, I just want to refer you to Article 10, Article 27, Article, I think, 43, and Article 55. And Article 55 will take me to the National Youth Council. All these are the ones grounds for which all of us, as I've heard before, should say and do things that discourage gender-based violence. But Article 55 has about 4 or 5 things that are of interest to me in my capacity as the national chair of the National Youth Council elections. It talks about representation, it talks about association, it talks about participation of youth. And again, related to why we are here today, the GBV, it also talks about the protection of the youth against harmful cultural practices. And gender-based violence is part of it. Actually, is what it's talking about. But going back to the representation, did you know that we have 16.4 youth population in this country? I know that in 2009 we were at 11.1, 2019 we were at 13.8. The rate at which we increase is said to be 16%. So now we are at 16.4 million. If we do the rate, then in the year 2030-35, we will be 19. Why? We're saying then on, we're talking about a significant percentage. And that is why we think that the youth require to have their voice legitimately represented in all the conversations. And that is what is taking us to the National Youth Council elections. And we know that the last time we had the election is 2012. We know that it's been quite a while, and she's mentioned it. But we want to commit that it will happen this time round without excuse. We will not take the microphone and give you very long explanations why we don't have elections. We want legitimate representation. In fact, my CS told us that he doesn't want shambolic election. He doesn't want election that comes out with sycophants. He wants legitimate elections. He wants elections that are transparent, elections that are accountable, elections that are traceable, elections that if someone were to walk back and say, was there election here? It would say yes. There are trails of it, and then there is the result of election. I want to tell you, the youth of this country, that I will leave you with Gloria Wawira. In my experience, and I am an old man, by the way, in my experience as an old man and in the public service, going beyond 30 years, I can tell you that Gloria will do it for you. So trust her. So I leave you in the hands of Gloria, knowing very well that she will deliver it. With those few remarks, allow me to step it down and take up another responsibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And as we have been told, Madam CEO Gloria will deliver for you. So yes, there's a big task on your shoulders. But now I would also want to invite one of the board members of the National Youth Council, Madam Shikanda, to give us a few remarks as she has joined us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Comrades power. Comrades power. My name is Annabella Pondi Shikanda, the current Deputy President of Multimedia University of Kenya. And also recently I've been appointed as a member of the National Advisory Youth Board. And GBV is a widespread violation of human rights. And us as young people, we should rise up and amplify our voice against GVB. GVB should be gotten away with in any form. GVB in form of physical violence, emotional violence, psychological violence. Let the youth of the country rise up and fight for the end of GBV. Let us reset. Enough is enough. And as young people, let us give advice, let's create awareness so that we can help end GVB. Thank you very much, and let's end GVB.
Thank you so much. And as you can see, very young people across the country serving in boards at a national level. And you're able to see that that is the opportunity that you can have as a young person. But to conclude our speeches and to bring us to a close, I would like to invite our host, the CEO of National Youth Council, to whom we have been told that she's able to deliver what the youth are asking for and to amplify the voices of youth to ensure there is participation, association, and representation. So help me welcome Miss Gloria Wawira.
Comrades power. Oya. Nashukuru. You've been told that mimi nitadeliver. I will deliver. Kura. Lakini nimeambiwa nisimame hapa. Ni hapa. I always tell my board and I tell everyone I speak to that when I speak, I don't speak for myself. I speak for the 16.4 million young people in this republic. Sauti si yangu, sauti ni yenyu. And for that reason, I want to do a few things while I'm here. There's a lady who's come up to me and said, I'd like to say something. So nikimalizia, naomba ukuje, utuambie. Come. Sauti si yangu, sauti ni yenyu.
Hi, how are you? I've only been given a minute, so I'll be so quick. I want to thank everyone, the National Youth Council, and everyone who's made this a success. I want to thank you all. Number two, this public awareness has been running since the 25th of November, and it will be ending on 10th. And I'd like for you guys to, have some of them for us. So there's a thin line between homicide and femicide. What we're experiencing in Kenya right now is the femicide issue, which isn't homicide. It is, but then, femicide is the deliberate killing and murdering of our women. 4 out of every 5 cases of murders of women are done by people who intimately know them. These are their fathers, uncles, their partners, and this is one thing I want to say to our men, the XY chromosomes. I really love men. I love men personally. But then, please, let this not rub you off in a wrong way. A lot of our men have been taught a lot of men have been taught not how to be women, but then they haven't been taught how to be men. So they are caught in a limbo where they don't know who they really are, but they know who they shouldn't be. You find a man crying and he's told, don't cry, it's a woman thing to do, but then they don't know what should they do in this situation where women cry. So please, to our other men, please, let's talk to the young men and the young boys to end this hyper masculinity and the toxic masculinity which fuels our perpetrators. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lucky Jones ako wapi? Mambo. Lucky Jones works for us at the council. Na nimeambiwa yeye ndio blogger of the year huku. Kweli si kweli? Kweli si kweli? Mbona mmenyamaza hivi? Mbuzi? Au sio? Basi siniwasikie, semeni mbuzi. Mbuzi. Mimi as a CEO nimwambia sauti si yangu, ni ya kina nani? Sauti ni ya nani? Sauti ni ya nani? Haya. Because I'm your CEO, I am committed to celebrating you when you win, supporting you when you're down, and correcting you when you're wrong. But because today, Lucky has won the Blogger of the Year 2024. Hey! Sisikia kelele. Woo-hoo! Way! Congratulations. Sana. Pigeni makofi bana. Congratulations, my guy. Very proud of you. Uni wetu. So, mkisikia mnataka kuja NYC, mnatafuta Lucky, mtakuwa sawa. Sawa? Lastly, nataka niseme asante sana. Thank you very, very much. Mmekana sisi kutoka tu. But before I say thank you, before I finish off, there are a few presidents that have come in. Marais. You know, yesterday, is it yesterday or the day before, I had a meeting with a few presidents of universities in my office. Na wakaniambia, Gloria, wewe unaitwa CEO. Sisi ni rais. We are presidents. We command a population. So there's a president that has walked in. Naomba usimame usalimie watu. Wave to the crowd. Najua Alex, rais wenyu wako pahali hapa ndani, mmesikia mko na deputy president wa MMU. I want to thank them and all of you for finding the time to sit with us today at the National Youth Council to speak about 16 days against gender-based violence. GBV is affecting every single one of us in one way or another. Kama wewe hujaaffectiwa, you know someone. And at the council, we are committed to protecting and amplifying the voice of young people. Thank you for giving us the time, TUK, the management, the leadership of your student unions, TUK. We thank you, we appreciate you. Thank you for filling the QR code. And because you know what I'll do by now, simu zenyu ziko wapi? Nani ako na simu? Mnanijua? Kama unajua ujanijazia QR code, nataka ufungue NYC. nationalyouthcouncil.go.ke. Please go to your website. Hotspot bado iko on. Mnaona hotspot? Hotspot ni G's iPhone. Kama unajua ujanijazia hiyo form, please. Naomba uende nationalyouthcouncil.go.ke. Ukifungua website, nani anaona hotspot? Ule mwenye ako nyuma, unaona hotspot? Hauoni hotspot? Hotspot imezimwa? Simu yangu iko wapi? Hotspot imezimwa? Wacha tuwashe hotspot. G's iPhone. Please, one more time before we leave. I want us to do two things. Hotspot, G's iPhone, mnaiona? Kama unaona hotspot, nifanyie simu hivi. If you can see my hotspot, please. Nataka kujoka inawafikia huko nyuma. Inakufikia? Wewe ndio measure. Kila mtu anaona G's iPhone. Password ni 1234567 G's iPhone. G ni mimi, yani Gloria, yani G. Password ni 1234567 Imeingia? Kama dawa nationalyouthcouncil.go.ke. Ukiingia hapo utaona kwa website homepage 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. Click hapo kwa hiyo nini ya red imeandikwa 16 days. Ukiklik kwa hiyo nini ya red itakupeleka kwa hiyo page, kuna mahali kumeandikwa participate now. Please participate now. Sahi, si kesho. Sahi. Hello. Mnapata form? Mnaiona? Mnaicheki? Si mnijazie hiyo form. And you tell your friend to tell a friend. You tell your friend? Nani amemaliza kujaza form? Hiyo form ni simple. Unaniambia jina lako, unaniambia umetoka county gani, unaenda hiyo page nyingine una pick the option that you think will help us address GBV. Come on guys, msiniangushe. Mejaza, kuna msee ameingia sasa ako na shati ya red, iko na nini, smiley, iko na nini, ma glasses. Boss, mambo. Wewe. Sasa, umejaza form? Umejaza form? Ingia hapo National Youth Council unijazie hiyo form. Sasa kumulika tena. Dakika 2 tu tunafaa kutoka hapa, tunajua kuna Mr. and Miss Tuk. Sasa ndio? Mko tayari? Si kuna Mr. and Miss Tuk kama imekansoliwa? Iko, si ndio? 2 minutes. Zimeingia, mmemaliza? Haya. Kitu ya mwisho. Nataka nikisema NYC, mnasema amplify youth voice. Sawa? Amplifying the youth voice. Hiyo tunaweza fanya? Ama mnasikia njaa sana? Food ndio hii hapa. NYC. Please. Hey, hapana, no. NYC. Vijana mko wapi? 19 million of you. Mko wapi? NYC. Do you guys know that 65% of this country is below the age of 35? Wakenya tuko wangapi? Tuko watu 55 million. Mtu anifanyie hiyo hesabu. 65% ni ngapi? Tueni makakileta mpige hiyo hesabu haraka. 65% ni ngapi? Yeah, 65% of 55 million. Hakuna mtu amepiga hiyo hesabu? 65% of 55 million ni ngapi? Mtu aseme. 35 million people in this country are below the age of 35. Now of that 35 million, 16 million of them are between 18 and 35. Ndio nyinyi. 16 million of you. Nyinyi ndio mnapiga kura. Nyinyi ndio mko job na hustle, mnalipa kodi. Nyinyi ndio mko, si ndio? So NYC. Aya basi sasa naomba msimame. We do it for the camera. Please. Kama inawezekana. Mtaweza? For me, hii ni yangu ya kushine kwa IG. Niko kwa. Aya. Sauti ni ya nani? Mbona mmeka huko nyuma jamani?
Watu wenye wamekaa katikati wasimame ampati pizza. Mimi ndio na control, msisahau. Okay, hapo katikati. Relax, pizza watulie kidogo. Na mfurahie. Usmile kwa hiyo picha. Kama hujafurahia upati pizza.
Haya, ndio hiyo basi. NYC. Sauti NYC. NYC. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Moja. Mlikuwa mnadhani time ya food haitafika. Mimi ndio naambia nani wasipatiane wapi. So hao watu walinisumbua sana, watu wa pande hii waekwe pause. Lakini jokes. Okay, so it's been lovely having you guys here today. You've been quite a good audience. Watu wenye niliona kando nataka wacertify mimi I'm a truthful man. Okay? So kila time umepata opportunity maze, usi waste time. Okay? Kila time upate opportunity usi waste time. Unaweza confirm na watu wenye nilita kando. You can ask them. Yeah. So in the meantime DJ, I think unaweza furahisha umati wakipata vipocho.
DJ bwana. Mkora sana. Wewe nichomea kwa mambo ya very dangerous. Na kuna bwana. Ni full. Yes, ni full.
Okay. So, Hesbon? Naletwa. Okay, so as you enjoy your pizzas, make sure umeenda National Youth Council website, fill in your survey tunafanya and submit. Kabla utoke, nitashukuru sana. Okay? I repeat, as you enjoy your As you enjoy your pizzas, kindly make sure umeenda kwa website ya National Youth Council, fill in the survey. Vile tumekubaliana tu. Lakini pia we also have our posters around. You can scan them. Unaweza ziscan, ziko hapo nje, and if you want to know more about NYC, kuna scanner hapo hivyo pia unaweza scan. Get to know more about us. So kindly make sure, my bro, mmefill in your survey. Nionyeshe kabla nichukue. Na unameza raka bro, kwani hujafeel? Inazima. But mmefill. Lovely, kwa sawa, thank you. So kindly fill in the form if you've not filled it. Naona watu wamefurahia, mtu ameleta mwenzake hapa date leo. Sawa. Si shout, I'm sorry. Yes, also, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to interact with the NGAF officials. Wako hapa mbele. Hii ni opportunity. Mnajua NGAF ni nini, by the way? No. National Government Affirmative Action Fund. Underline fund.
Kushman, radio magenge.
Haya. Wako hapa. Na sio loan. Haya.
So saizi tunakata mapangale. So saizi tunakata mapangale. Good tena sapa.
Kushman, radio magenge.
This is an opportunity. Feel free pia, we have
so saizi tunakata mapangale.
We also have the NYC CEO hapa hivi, we jibonge. It's an opportunity, labda utaimpata tena. And also the prominent guys, gents and the ladies in the room. So feel free to interact as we wind up. Thank you so much. DJ.
So saizi tunakata mapangale. So saizi tunakata mapangale. Good tena sapa.
Kushman, radio magenge.
Naise tina boge la funa medi alone na medi alone. Naise tina boge la funa medi alone na medi alone.
Kata mapangale. Kata mapangale. Kata
mapangale, mapangale, mapangale. Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale.
Maramoka kupea, unakula mabaki nilimada top player. Wewe ni plain na kwanza I don't care. Vile mimi hugodha huwezi compare. Bogi ni nare tuko mapangale. Unakula vibare ukitupangale. Chunga bana sikuwe matangale. Your girl amededi hii makagari. Ai, so mimi ndakukata. Kata ukimpea ndaichapa. Chapa, utakula maviding viding. Usitry kunitest nimejipin taku.
Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale. Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale. Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale. Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale.
Jinga jing niko mamoshi na jing. Naanza na jaga lafu whisky na gin. Nikifika sekte ya maform you perform. Eri niko sempoa lakini nsikose form. Mzinga saba na niko solo si kama kawa. Leo kidole kimoja kitavunja chawa. Zabani maini taxini kata istawa. Hangover itaka mgonjwa amesare dawa. Jugu mkombero zimenirunda runda. Leo rekodi ya egonga na vunja. Ukicheza na mali yangu ni mapanga le. Ntaku kata makagare.
Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale. Kata mapangale, mapangale, mapangale. Kata mapangale.
What is it on? What is it on?
Nilipata mtu jana usiku nje ya demi asoma vitu luna nistea we muna niskea mapenzi Ulaya Kenya biashara sema wapi next hapo ndio mali na lala kwanga na cham kitach ni mautam lafu nasikia siku hizi kuongewa mambo ya town ilibidi nijiset na nigana request ilibidi msare jeans to the dress no the best ukizima na chorea mimi siwangi kungojea mimi ukimvulia vest the rest najigongea utagongewa na si mayai we utagongewa na si mlango
Hatinani mana tipsy G. Weekendi magiz lazima tu inakuwa riski. Duma wote wanakwaga wako cheating meeting. Wapi your girl anapigwa meeting. Niongeze whisky mapenzi kwangu tricky. Ding risky. Shamata gin nataka chupa ya whisky. Ding risky. Anakukudim natoka nikiwa tipsy. Ding risky. Weka the till niko na kishiling. Niko na kishiling. Ding risky. Anakukudim natoka nikiwa tipsy. You guy my guy kuna malume lalisha. Kitendo cha giza kuna venye unatuangusha. Mpaka sa your girl anashinda menitisha. The ting ilitoka karudisha. Na ni riski sana juu nina bigi sana. Ting big ting. Hapo tawezana huku ni bad neza
Me have to tell you, say me a mad over the mood. Me love push me goodie, especially when you turn back way. Why you? I love you. No girl at all, me no put above you. Me love it when me fuck you. Me never see a girl when me love so. Cut it up, yeah. Whenever I come
moko na niye DJ Fatso maino maro nanda marindo iliro na mangi na mwana wa mumu ndaikanagio na njane njagiro mugwe komeye ojogo kerere na ndokanyi minja kiete kimenyago ni mwene Ajuka ni kama unarusha mikono tingisha kichwa chungo sivunje kisogo teremuka teremuka kakono kono basi ni kionjo twende mamio ndoko mamio mio 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 ndoko